minutes past 7. I'm sorry about that. Things just got a little bit hectic today. But we are here, and I called it Fenty Beauty in terms of the live because these were gifts I was given for my birthday. So I don't really need necessarily any more foundation, but it was gifted to me for my birthday, and it's the Fenty Beauty By No Means New, and it's their Soft Lit Natural Luminous Foundation. Again, I'm really sorry that I'm on so late, and that's what it looks like. So because it was gifted, I'm not quite sure if it's the right colour match, but we'll try that today. So it just says shake well, obviously. But do leave a comment when you're here. Apologies again, guys, that we were a little bit late. So yeah, so Fenty Beauty obviously is Rihanna's brand, and they also, so I got that, and I got their, is it Sun Gazer? Let's have a look. Sunstalker, sorry, Sunstalker, and it's their Sunstalker by Rihanna. I still have it in its packaging, and it's her Sunstalker bronzer, and mine is in, again, this was gifted to me. Instant sun-soaked glow that lasts, blendable, buildable, transfer resistant. So let's just have a quick look. That's what it looks like. Really nice packaging. Really nice packaging. That's what it looks like there. You can see. And mine is in Caramel Cutie. So really shiny packaging. Kind of reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury, but that's what it looks like on the back. Caramel Cutie. Like that. Let's have a quick look. Maybe I can. And it's got a mirror. The mirror says Fenty Beauty, and that's what that looks like. So no scent off it or anything either. So let's go ahead and let me know when you're on, guys. Again, I really apologize for being late today. Okay, if I need to tie up my hair, I will. So primer wise, I did have my green primer here somewhere. My or did I bring? We might not do primer then. Let me know when you're on. So again, sorry I'm late, guys. I was going to use my W7 Prime Magic, but I don't seem to have it to hand. But that's okay. We might just do a settings. That's okay. So because it's kind of late in the day, just to test out the foundation, what we'll do is we'll just kind of put it on straight away. So it's the Fenty Beauty. This is the packaging, quite nice. Again, it was gifted to me. Soft Lit Luminous Foundation. I do think it's probably going to come off more of a matte, so we will do that. So let's have a look. So this is what the bottle looks like. So you just shake it. I don't know if it's going to be my color, but again, it was gifted to me, so we'll try it. If it's a color match, we'll know. So it has a pump, so we're just going to do a little bit here. And today I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Rose eyeshadow palette. That's what it looks like. So it's the Fenty Beauty Luminous Foundation. And I think it's been out for a while. So we're just going to pop it here. We'll see if it's a colour match because it was a gift. So you never know, obviously, if it's a gift, particularly with foundation, if it's going to... And I have, as you can see, had... Hi, Barbara. Thank you for joining. I have been out in the sun the last couple of weeks, so it might not be my... Let me know if you've used Fenty Beauty Luminous Foundation before. It's definitely not new. It's been out a while, but I got it as a gift for my birthday. I'm just shaking it because it says shake well. How is everybody today? Do a little bit more because I think I might need a bit more. Okay, and if it's not, what we can do is we can mix in some bronzer. So we could use our W7, or not W7, Drunk Elephant bronzing drops, give them a shake. So if it's too pale, we'll know. So let's try that. Hope you're good. I'm good, thank you, Barbara. A bit busy today, that's why I'm a bit late, so I apologize for that, but I'm good. I hope everyone's well. What's everyone been doing today? What time is it where everyone is? At the minute here, it's 7 p.m. at night. Right, so I'm going to just get my foundation brush. This is from Real Techniques. Okay. So, actually, guys, when we look at it, if I look in the mirror, it is quite a good colour match. Does it say? Let's see what colour it says it is. So it shows you the colour kind of there. So is it numbered? Yes, it just says number 175. So she doesn't have like names like beige, porcelain, caramel. She does. So this is Rihanna. It just says, so it shows you the actual color. If you buy it, you can see it there, and then it just says 175. So yeah, I hope you've had a good day, Barbara. That's good. Hi, Foden. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Really blendable too. I'm not really liking matte finishes at the minute. I'm trying to go for more of a glowy look. If you looked at my last two videos, I tried the NYX Glaze Skin Tint SPF 30, and that was really really nice, but it's very light. It's only a skin tint. So, and then Revolution Skin Silk, amazing guys. Oh my goodness, the Revolution Foundation Skin Silk, and it has 20 shades, so you're not going to be stuck for trying to find your color match. Okay, so that was just one application. I do think the good way to always test a foundation is if it blends into your neck, you know it's the right. Thank you, Foden. I appreciate that. You know it's the right kind of foundation. So yes, that's kind of that. I don't think I'll need another one. So initially, it's really easy to apply. I like the fact the only thing is it's a glass bottle, just to be aware of that. It does have a pump, so that's brilliant. I like anything with a pump. It means you're controlling the amount you have. So that's what that is there. I don't think I'll need any more. But what is everybody up to today? Some of you are gaming. Foden, you said you're gaming. Who else is on today? Let me know. I always like to come on and chat to you guys because it is about interacting as well, isn't it? Just going to get them to know you guys as well. So what I'm going to do is just for under the eyes, this is the Maybelline Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. So we're just going to put that more of a color corrector. It's in peach. So we're just going to pop that. I'm just looking at the mirror. Okay. I'm overheating today, guys, and I don't know why. It was really cold earlier on, and now I just feel really warm for some reason. Okay, so I know it looks like a lot, but that's because it's a sponge applicator. So when you put it on, obviously whatever was there before is going to be there, obviously, but it actually blends in really light. So we're going to use my beauty blender for that. And we're just going to kind of push it like that. And you can see how quickly it kind of goes into the skin. So it might look like a lot, but all it's doing is color correcting. So I do go in with my e.l.f. Concealer after this, because this is basically, I use it as a color corrector, and then I go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. But I'm trying to look after my skin, so I'm on a no buy for a foundation now, but I will buy anything skincare, like anything with hyaluronic acid or peptides or niacinamide. I try to look out for things like that. Okay, so that actually, I didn't think this was going to actually suit my skin, but it does. So yeah, I got it as a birthday gift in April. So I actually am very surprised with that. I don't think I'll be getting any more foundations, because if you've seen my previous videos, I definitely have been reviewing a lot. I would definitely, if you've got really good skin, definitely look at the NYX Glaze SPF 30, but it is just a skin tint. So that's it. So that's kind of it around. We've put in our concealer, our color corrector. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. e.l.f. Concealer Camo Hydrator. Thank you, Faydon. I appreciate it. Sorry if I haven't looked at the comments. Thank you for saying that, Foden. Okay, so we're just going to go in here. I might clip my hair back if I need to. Yeah. And then just kind of where you naturally get red, or where you're you feel you need concealing. So I'm just going to go back in again with same beauty blender. I'm just going to bring that right down the jawline there as well. But hopefully going to Ireland at the end of June again, visiting home again, so that'll be good. See family. So yeah, first impressions of the Fenty Beauty Luminous Foundation. Love the fact that it has a pump. Really easy to apply. It says luminous, so it doesn't say it gives a matte finish. So that would be the only thing. And we can look at the box. It might say something more on the box, but again, I got this as a gift. So it just says soft lit, naturally luminous long wear foundation. So it's medium coverage, absolutely medium coverage, I would say. I'm going to keep the eyes light. I'm going to go in with the Natasha Denona, and this is her Rose palette, the mini Rose palette from Natasha Denona. Okay. I might just blend that in with my fingers around the eyes. But do let me know when you're on, guys. Thank you to Foden and to Barbara. It was nice to chat to you guys. I appreciate I'm on a bit later today. Okay, so that's kind of that done. I'm going to just set everything now with the Rimmel Transparent 001, and it's just their transparent setting powder. And I'm just going to go in with the DJS Beauty Big Bertha brush. As you can see, it's quite big, but it's great for powder because it just gets everywhere around where you need it. So I just kind of buff that into the skin. But yeah, initial reaction to the Fenty Beauty foundation is definitely medium coverage. I can see that I didn't need to build it because it did have that kind of heavier consistency. There's not an SPF in it. That's the only thing I'll say is the Fenty Beauty foundation, luminous one at least, doesn't have an SPF. So just make sure your skincare has that SPF. Otherwise, I think it's a really good foundation and it's a good color match too. Again, they don't have names. So if you're looking for your kind of, say, porcelain beige, it doesn't have that. It just has a number. If I just show you, it just shows you the color, and then it just, mine says 175 basically. So that's kind of that in terms of this, the kind of face and the kind of base basically. So we're going to go in now with that Fenty Beauty Caramel. This is Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie bronzer. And before that, I just want to check something. Did I bring my brows? Yes, I did. Okay. We're going to go in with the e.l.f. and this is the Instant Lift Eye Pencil. And we're just, has obviously the crayon on one side, and then this side is the brush. So we're just going to brush them into place on this side. And I'm just going in with the mirror here. Sorry, guys. I love e.l.f. e.l.f. are quite, they seem to be getting more, like they used to be really good. The quality is amazing, so e.l.f. are very good, but I find their prices, and I saw a few people online say that their prices are starting to increase, whereas they used to be really good, kind of affordable brand. They might have been talking about the new gripping primer, I don't know, but I find with e.l.f., after something comes out and they release it for at least a month, it's at a certain price, and then they tend to reduce it, which is kind of what most companies do. But I did see a couple of people today, and I can't remember what video I was looking at, say that e.l.f. have kind of slightly increased their prices. But so that doesn't take long. This is just the e.l.f. Instant Lift, or e.l.f. It is the e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil, and mine is in brown. So you can see the difference it makes. It just defines it basically. So we're just going to go back now. Okay, and we're just going to, it's been a crazy weekend, it really has. It's just been really busy, and work again, straight into support work tomorrow again, so it's going to be busy tomorrow, and I'm busy Wednesday as well, so it's definitely going to be a busy week. Okay. I already feel like I need another holiday. Okay. Okay, so that's that. So that's kind of the base done. We haven't done bronzer yet. We're going to start that now. So this is a bronzer that was gifted to me. I've never used it. Again, Fenty Beauty, never got anything from them before, and this was gifted. We've just popped that on. That's the Fenty Beauty Luminous Foundation. There isn't an SPF, but I did find I only needed one application, and really easy to maneuver around the face, and they do have number names. So it's not a bit like Revolution have F1, F2. She does the same thing. It's kind of like mine is 175, so that's the color I'm in, which is more like a beige. I'd say it's a beige tone. So now what we're going to do is go in with that Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie, and this is the bronze. So I'm just going to get my Real Techniques bronze or blush, which I hope I haven't put in the, where have I put it, or have I put it somewhere else? No, it's here. Okay. So we're just going to go my Real Techniques contour brush. It has the B logo there as well, so you can see there's a mirror. It has the B logo for or FB Fenty Beauty. We're just going to tap. A lot comes off, I will say, straight away, and we're just going to start to move that around. If I need to tie my hair up, I will. So because this was gifted to me, I'm not sure if this is going to be the right color match for me. It was a friend who gave it to me, and I can see straight away it's definitely bunching in places, and it is certainly darker than my usual bronzer or contour. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a brush and just blending that out. So that is super strong, and obviously for me, so this is in Caramel Cutie. I can definitely make it work, but it's definitely the deepest bronze I've had before. So that's what it looks like in the pan, and that's what it looks like when you apply it to the face. So what I did there is I went straight in after I applied it with my Real Techniques contour brush and just blended it because I could see how strong it was, basically. So now I'm going to use what's remaining on the brush just because it is so strong and bring that down the cheekbone. And then just bring that back to the hairline. And then we're going to just so that gives the face a little bit of definition. So you can see each side. And we're just going to go in and do that. Yeah, so it's very strong. I would definitely, obviously this was my friend gifting it to me as a birthday gift, and probably just guessed the color that I might be in terms of a bronzer. I think you can definitely make it work. But I'm probably one lighter, I'd say, but I'll definitely make it work. It's beautiful, really good quality. It feels really good on the skin. But I could definitely make it work. So yeah, we could even use it as, you could use it as an eyeshadow as well. But yeah, and you could bring it down the neck too. So I think that's as much as I would do with that so far, I think, tonight. But beautiful on. It looks really natural. And it did bunch initially in different places, but I think that's because maybe I didn't realize how strong it was, and I put too much on the brush itself, and as I started to kind of bring it around the face, it just kind of dissipated in different places. But now as it's set, as you can see, it's starting to settle into the face, and it's becoming a bit more kind of settled is probably the best word. So that's that. Again, there will be photos in natural lighting on my post section after this. So yeah, I like it a lot and love the color. It might be a little bit too deep for me, but again, like when it's a gift from a friend, I will use it. I think if I tan or self tan, then obviously that's something I could use as well. But you know, really like it on initial application. Travel friendly. It's got a full length mirror. And yeah, absolutely love the packaging too. Very Charlotte Tilbury. It's giving me that kind of Charlotte Tilbury vibe. And again, the foundation so far, obviously it was just my first application tonight with you guys, but so far, again, it is a glass bottle, just to keep in mind. But Luminous foundation doesn't have an SPF, I'll just let you know that. And again, it is numbered, so it's -175. And I didn't think initially it was actually going to be a color match, but it worked out really well. So that's that. So I'm actually going to show you guys a Primark blush that I never usually go into their makeup section in my one in general because it's quite a small section. But actually there was a blush, and I hope I've put it here somewhere. It's called Sangria, and it's lovely. Where is it? Somewhere. Have I popped it somewhere? I always put things somewhere safe. Okay, now I've got it. And this is it. So they're high pigment based foundations. This is in Sangria, and this is what it looks beautiful. So it's a very deep kind of, and I would have had it on my Superdrug haul, and I think I used it in my last video. So this is what it looks like. It has like the PS logo, and then it just has the silver. It's a clear here, so there's no mirror or anything, but it's really nice. And if I show you how strong it is, you don't need a lot, but I'm really into the deep purple, not deep purples, deep pinks. So we're going to go on with that now. What I try to do is bring the blush up the cheekbone as well as here, so it doesn't just take over here and kind of bring the face down. If you bring your blush slightly up the cheekbone, it gives your face a bit of a more of a defined look. So we're going to go in and find my Real Techniques blush brush. Everything is just crazy on the desk here, guys. Do I have it, or do I need a new one? I might need to use my new, no, it's here. I'm confusing myself. So yes, Real Techniques blush brush. Go in really slow and light with this one. I'm just going to look in the mirror here, and we're just going to start to bring that up here. And then what I do is, when it's placed, I go in with a separate brush, and I start to kind of maneuver it around the face. So this is a clean brush, and I'm just bringing it up. And you can see it actually acts a little bit like a highlight as well. So if I turn, you can kind of see the shine there as well. So you can see how strong it is. That's what I mean. And that was from the slightest kind of application. So it will last you a very long time. Again, you don't have to have the deeper. I'm kind of going through a phase of very deep blushes at the minute, but I mean, they do lighter shades as well. This was, I think, £3.50, which is really good. £3.50 or £1.50, I think. But that's kind of what it looks like, and it's called Sangria. Really summery, really nice for summer, I think. And it just looks, again, it just looks like you've been on the beach for a while. But really nice, really nice. So we're going to do that on the other side. I'm actually just going to go in with this brush and just bring that up slightly. And we might then just start to buff that in. But do let me know, guys, when you're on. So you can see if I just go up there again, it has that kind of highlighter effect, I think. Okay. So kind of the basics of the face are on now. So what we're going to go do now is I'm just going to pop on some hydrating mist. This is just the vitamin E from Superdrug, and all I'm going to do is spray. It's just a hydrating mist that I kind of do halfway through. This is enriched with natural vitamin E. So all I'm just going to, so it's not a setting spray in any way, but it just kind of gives your look a little bit of a dewy look, and it doesn't separate the makeup or anything like that. So what we're going to do now is go in with that Natasha Denona palette, and I've been using this for the last 3 weeks. I'm really, really loving it. It's their mini palette, and it is the Rose palette, and that's what it looks like. So you've got really, really nice colors there, really gentle kind of pinks and things like that. So we're going to start with this color here, which is called Andy Sarcom. I don't know if that is there. Sorry about that, guys. And we're going to go in with just a normal, this is my e.l.f. eyeshadow buffing brush, and we're just going to go in here with that so you can see it on the brush. Tap off the excess. I'm just going to bring the mirror slightly closer to me and start to pop that on. But do let me know when you're on, guys. So again, we're just taking that really lightly and bringing it above the crease. And as you can see, it's a really gentle pink. It's not too heavy, and it has that lovely glistening. So when you're out in the daylight, guys, I will put natural light photos, you definitely see like a shimmer, but it's not too heavy. But let me know in the comments if you've used Fenty Beauty before. These two products in particular that I got as a gift, they're not new in any way. I think they've been out for since she first started. I think it's one of her original foundations, is the Luminous foundation, and especially the Stargazer. Is that what it's called? Sungazer or Stargazer? I'm really sure it's Sungazer. Sunstalker, even Sunstalker foundation bronzer. Okay, so I've just popped that on the other side. Let me just get that name for you guys. Andy Sarcom. I just wanted to make sure I was saying that right because it doesn't sound right, but that's what she's called it there. So I'm going to pop some of that just with my finger. So that's kind of the pink done above the lid, and then we're just gonna, it's coming off a little bit purple on camera, but maybe the photos in the post section in natural light will show the color. So we've popped this on. I'm gonna go in all over the lid with my fingers with this one. This really brightens up the eyes, guys. I'll show you. It just wakes them up. So these mini palettes are on Cult Beauty, currently £24. This is the mini Natasha Denona palette. Can you see, if you look at the difference, how it's kind of really brought that, kind of woke up the eye basically. So we're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. Sorry if you can hear kids outside, guys. I've been playing all day. It's been nice here today. It hasn't been really, really sunny, but it's just been warm and kind of humid, I guess is the word. Okay, so you can see it's just brightened up the eyes, guys. So that one, that creamy color is called Flamingo. So that's the creamy color we just did. So what I'm going to do lastly before the mascara is this one here. This is a gorgeous color. If I show you guys, this is so beautiful and glittery. So that one is called Apart Sarcom. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am, but what we're going to do on the inner corner. So we're going to go into the inner corners with this color. And then we're going to use one of my favorite mascaras from NARS. So do take a look, guys, at one of my lives. I should have, I think I named it NARS Quattro, and it's their iconic four. So you got a concealer a bronzer, a blusher, and a mascara, all for £30 on Look Fantastic. So I think that's the eyes. What we're going to do is I only did a little bit in the middle. You could go in maybe with the deeper purple for the outer. So let's do that. Let's finish it off kind of with the outer V. I'm going to use our placement brush. I'm going to go in with this one. This is called Golden Rose. So we're just going to go in. This is just a placement brush basically, guys. And then I'm going to place it on the outer corner. If you can see that, if you can see if it's showing, the photos will definitely show it. Okay. Is it showing? Sort of. So the NARS mascara is called Climax, and it probably is one of the best mascaras I've ever used. I don't currently have a eyelash curler, and I thought that was going to be a huge issue, but actually this is one of the mascaras I can use that actually having an eyelash curler didn't really matter, which was a huge surprise to me because my eyelashes go quite straight out. They usually generally absolutely need to use the eyelash curler, but this NARS Climax mascara not only has a beautiful packaging, but it's so that's that there, if you can see. Not only does it have beautiful packaging, and it's here, but it's an absolutely beautiful mascara to use. So the last thing I'm just going to go in one more time with this glitter here. We're going to just rub it on our hands like that, place it on with my fingers, and then we're going to start, there we go, and then we're going to start the mascara. So at the moment, Look Fantastic are doing a deal for 4 items from NARS for £30. So you get mascara, you get bronzer, you get blusher, and you get concealer, basically. All of their iconic 4. So what they were kind of iconic for in the beginning, the best products. One of them is the Laguna bronzer, which is beautiful. So this is basically the mascara I'm talking about. This is the mini version because I got it in the iconic 4, and they're all mini versions basically. So gorgeous red packaging. But honestly, guys, this is a mascara that if you don't have a eyelash curler for whatever reason, you don't need it with this. Honestly, it's great. So what I'm going to do is just look down, and you get more control when you look down when you're doing mascara, particularly at the beginning, and then you can kind of fix it. So I'm just going to look down the mirror. But thank you guys for joining tonight. I'm sorry it's a bit late. I apologize. But one of those days today, I think. But do check out Wednesday. There'll be a video every Wednesday, Saturday. There's videos, and then every single Monday there's a live in the evening, usually at 7. So I apologize that it's not as on time. So if you can see the difference it's made, guys, like absolutely amazing. So you certainly don't need a lash curler, or if you're somebody that kind of has kind of an aversion to false lashes, this is perfect. So now that I have most of it kind of done, I can then look ahead and do the rest. So that's what that looks like, guys. That's the first application done. Okay. Okay, you can just see how it just really widens the eyes and just kind of emphasizes the eyeshadow as well. Okay, so that's kind of what that looks like. That's just a couple of coats each, and you certainly, I think it does give a false lash effect. So this mascara is called Climax Mascara from NARS. Basically, it was one of the most popular, or the most popular mascara that came out originally from NARS. So that's what that looks like. Again, there will be pictures on the post. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is use this is a Kylie, I didn't get a chance to do a short on it, so we're going to apply it today. It's the last thing. It is the Kylie Jenner lip kit, and that's what it looks like. And mine is in Posy K 100, and we're going to do that. And I think it just really suits the eyes as well. And then we're good to go. Again, I do apologize, guys, for being late. Next week will be on time. Just things ran a little bit later today. So that's kind of what we've done. So what we did in the beginning, before we do the lips, we did my primer I didn't have, but to hand. So we used the Fenty Beauty, and this is their Luminous Foundation. There isn't an SPF. I'll just talk you guys through what we did, just in case you're kind of new to the live or you've come in late. And this is in 175. Then I went in with the Maybelline 3-in-1 multi-use concealer, and I use this as a color corrector under the eyes in peach. After that, just to kind of, I use that as a base. After that, I went in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Then we set everything with the Rimmel Translucent Powder. We tried out the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Caramel Cutie, which we did find originally was quite intense, but once I kind of blended it out, everything was fine. Then we went in with my current obsession is this blush. It's a blusher. It's a high pigment blush from Primark. It's in Sangria, really beautiful color. We went in with our mascara then. We did the Natasha Denona Rose Quartz eyeshadow look, and we're just about to do the Kylie Jenner, and this is just her lip kit duo. So you get the lip liner and you get the liquid as well. So let's have a look. So you get, so this is what you get. That's what the packaging looks like. And you get the lip liner and you get the liquid basically. And this one is called Posy K, and it's the velvet one. So let's try, this is just the liner. We're going to go in with that. It looks like a very soft crayon liner, so that will be good. So I'm just looking in the mirror. Really creamy consistency. And I tend to cover, I used to just do the outer, but I cover my lips now with any type of liner so that it kind of gives a base for the lipstick then. So this is Posy K by Kylie Jenner. Okay. So that's the initial lip liner only. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the liquid. Okay. Okay, so this is what the liquid looks like. A really nice, pretty bottle. Okay. It smells like vanilla. It's beautiful. And that's it, guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness, it smells really nice. It's very comparable to the Revolution as well. If you look back in some of my last haul I got from Superdrug, I got 2 Revolution kits that were quite similar to these. But I love the fact that the liner and the color of the liquid actually match up. Some of them you'll find that you get a liner with it, and the liner is a completely different color to the liquid, and it just doesn't really match. But this is amazing, absolutely amazing. This is Posy K. Okay, so that's kind of the look. Really liking that. Really liking that. The finish is lovely. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky in any way. Sometimes they can. This one doesn't at all. This is my first purchase from Kylie Jenner, but absolutely love it. Really do. And I think it goes really well with that Natasha Denona Rose Quartz, the gentle kind of pink, and then you've got that kind of nice kind of plum color blush. I think it all kind of went really well. So I hope you guys did enjoy, guys. Again, I do apologize that it is a bit later. Again, Wednesdays. Hi, Zad. How are you? Wednesday's video will be up at 4 p.m. and then we'll have Saturday as well. I hope you enjoyed, guys. So yes, I would highly recommend the Luminous Foundation, but I guess it's probably been out a long time because it was a gift. I'm sure people have actually used it. So this was it here. This was the Fenty Beauty. This is the basis of what we were doing today, the Luminous Foundation. And then we used the Fenty Beauty and it was their Caramel Cutie. So, and this is what this looks like. So you get a mirror with it, but I don't want to shine. So this is what that looks like there. And again, it's probably a little bit too deep for me, but we made it work in the end, and I think I can make it work. Thank you all again, guys, for joining. Again, videos will be Wednesday, and I hope you all have a really good rest of your evening or day, wherever you're watching from. and I'll see you soon.